Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick little video. I am driving to the gym. Normally me and Mandy go together, always me and Mandy go together, but she's not feeling good and I needed to motivate myself to get up and get in here by myself, which I never do. And so I just thought I'd just talk to you guys about what's going on with me because I've been pretty depressed lately. And I just thought maybe you guys might want to know what happened. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk to you guys about what's been going on with me lately. It's been really hard for me to talk about, Mandy knows, my husband knows, but it's been hard to talk to them even. And I will start from the beginning. Back in last year of August, so a year ago, we adopted a dog from the animal shelter, and it wasn't Dino, it was a different dog. We brought him home, and immediately him and Dino were best friends, and all they did was play and run, but we had some problems with him. He jumped the fence, and so we were already having some issues with him, but we were able to make sure that we had to watch him to make sure that he didn't leave the yard, basically, because we would go outside if we left him even for 2 minutes and he would be 2 yards over or running around the neighborhood, and it was just chaos. Anyways, so in January, I don't know what happened, but I think he got jealous of any time we were paying attention to Dino or petting him or anything like that. And he got mad and he attacked him, and it happened about 4 times in January. We were trying to keep him we tried doing any type of training. We tried doing whatever we can so we could keep him. But the last time that he attacked him, we could tell that it was clearly over nothing. Dino walked into the living room. Winston was the other dog. His name was Winston, by the way. He had his head on my lap, and I was just petting him, and Dino walked into the living room, and I heard a growl, but at first I wasn't sure if it was a growl. His head was on my lap, so I could feel a little rumbling noise, and I was like, oh, what was that? It must have been outside. Well, then he did it again a second later, and immediately I told my husband, I said, and they had leashes on at the time to make sure that we were able to pull them apart if something happened again. And I said to my husband, get Dino out of here right now. Winston's growling and I think he's going to attack him. I didn't even get all that out. I just said, get Dino out of here right now. And he wasn't fast enough, and Winston attacked him. He jumped on him, and Dino, this is what the really hard part was. All Dino did was lay on the floor and cried and shook. He was so terrified. He didn't fight back. He just laid on the floor, and this was in the living room, and I had Winston's leash and my husband had Dino's leash, and Winston's leash somehow came off of his collar, so I was just trying to hurry and hook that back on so I could pull him off because he wasn't letting go. And my husband's just trying to protect Dino. He's basically laying on him, trying to protect him, while I drug all of us from the kitchen into the living room so I could get towards our back, hopefully get Winston towards the back door so I could get him outside if I was able to get him to let go for even a second. And everybody told us, oh, dump water on them. That'll shock him enough, at least so he'll let go so you can get him apart. Well, that didn't do anything. All that did was made all of us slippery, so made it even harder to hold on to the dogs. Finally, he let go for a second, and I was able to get him outside, and there was blood everywhere, and Winston he was outside jumping and going crazy at the back window. Like, if he he saw Dino, he was going to kill him. He wasn't going to stop. And Dino actually when my husband let go of him to try to check him out while Winston was outside, Dino walked in front of the glass screen door, or the glass door, and so Winston was the door that Winston was jumping at, and Winston, he just went crazy, like growling and trying to eat him through the glass. And Dino, his face was so swollen, oh my God, you wouldn't even recognize that it was his snout it had so many deep scratch and cuts that it was ridiculous. His snout was about probably 3 times the size that it normally is. And so that day we went to take him back to the animal shelter, and that was it. We couldn't keep him anymore. We couldn't keep putting my other dog, I couldn't keep feeling so bad, feeling like my other dog was scared all the time when he didn't do anything wrong. I don't know if he did anything wrong. I don't really know dog body language, but it's been really hard, and it's been something that I've just kind of always thought was my fault, because I brought Winston home. And now, they didn't tell us, but I mean, when this all happened, I have scars on my arm from being bitten. I had 2 of my fingers bitten open so bad that I don't have feeling in them anymore. They are still completely numb. Like, going to work and dealing cards is hard because my fingertips are completely numb. I can't feel them at all. And my husband basically had a hole bit through his ankle. It went practically almost all the way through his leg, and he had to have stitches, and this is what was going on. And all this time it's been really weighing on me, feeling like it's my fault. And I've just been going through some really bad depression, and it hasn't been since January. It just kind of hit me hard like 2 months ago. I don't know why, but so I've been really, really depressed and haven't had the motivation to do anything, because I used to go to the gym all the time on my own, like 4 days a week. I never used to go with anybody, and now it's really hard for me to just get up the motivation really to do anything. And it sucks because this isn't me. I've always been a motivated person that did stuff on my own, that got where I wanted and got what I wanted. If I wanted to lose weight, I was going to lose weight. If, like, I don't know, I don't feel like me, and I don't like it. So I thought maybe talking to you guys might, I don't know, getting it off my chest might make it easier. It's still hard I wouldn't say it's every day, but a couple of days a week, I can feel it. I can feel the depression coming on, and I'm sure some of you guys get this way too. And you just know that if you don't do everything you can to fight it that day, you're just, for the next 3 days, you know, you're just going to want to be curled up in bed, not talking to anybody, not doing anything. And that happened to me a couple times this week, and I told my husband, I said, this is going to hit me. I need to fight it. I need to do something. I need to fight this, because I can't feel like this. And sometimes it actually works. You'd be surprised, you know, listening to some happy music, or some just music that makes you feel good, or talking to somebody, or going for a walk, anything, whatever it is for you that makes that feeling go away, just try to get yourself up and do it, because I didn't think I would be able to, and the couple of times that I have, I'm kind of shocked that I'm able to pull myself out of it when I can feel it coming on. So I think you guys can too. And I just wanted to tell you guys that, because I feel like I haven't made much progress lately, because I don't know, when I get like this, I'm mostly able to, I feel like I'm able to make it go away, but I still feel like when that happens, I can't control my eating. I can either be depressed and not eat anything, or I can control my depression and kind of eat whatever I want. And honestly, I would say that's a better trade-off. I don't say necessarily I like binge eat when it happens, but instead of, you know, eating a grilled chicken sandwich and a salad, which I love, I want pizza and nothing else will make me feel better. It's kind of like that. And that happened last night. And what did I do? I went up and I got a pizza. I only ate 2 pieces, so I'm okay with it. I got a pizza and it made me feel better. I know associating emotions with food is never a good thing, but I think when you're battling depression and you're just trying to find these little tricks so you feel better, I don't think there's a big issue with it. Some of you may disagree. I'm sure a lot of you will probably disagree, but I don't care. It makes me feel better, and I'm not binging. If it was a binge, I would say that would definitely not be a good thing. But if you're able to just, you know, eat a cheeseburger and feel better, go for it. You know, everything in moderation. And that's another thing that I'm working on. I've always had a problem with binging, and so I've always thought, well, for me to eat healthy, I need to eat healthy and nothing else. If I eat something that's not healthy, I'm going to binge. Well, that's just not the case, and I don't know why that goes through my head, but it does, and then that just makes me want to binge. So I've come to the realization that it's okay to go get a pizza and eat a couple of pieces. It's okay, especially if it does make you feel better. And I don't just mean temporarily. I know it's not a fix for depression, but there is really no real fix for depression. You can try all the drugs in the world they want to give you, but that doesn't mean that's going to work either. And I really feel better. Like, I don't feel sad or anything today. So I think it's okay. That's just me. So that's my little rant. I know it's depressing, but that's what's been going on with me and why I haven't had much progress lately, why I haven't, it's so hard for me to go to the gym by myself, but that's where I'm going right now. We were supposed to go, Mandy wasn't feeling good, I forced myself to go, and this is going to be the first time that I'm going on my own in a very long time, and it needed to happen because I need to find some motivation, which I've lost, and I need to find it because I don't feel like myself, and it is the worst feeling when you don't feel like you. I've always been a happy person, a motivated person, and I don't feel that way, and I want to get back to feeling that way. So I need to do these little things and make sure that I force myself to go do this and go do that by myself, so I can maybe it'll help me get past this a little bit faster. Okay, now I'm done. I promise. Sorry there was no Mandy. She's not feeling well. But we will be making actually a recipe video and showing you guys what we eat. And we'll be doing that. It'll be posted next week sometime. So thanks for listening. Bye, guys.